Hello guys, welcome back to another Dark Souls 3 stream. We're back this morning. It's about to be noontime for another episode. We're going to be going through the back half of the Greater Catacombs of Carthus area, also known as the Smoldering Lake / Demon Ruins area, doing some important item grabs, fighting some enemy NPCs in the area, and just kind of working on our build a little bit more. Going into this next area, we're going to have the opportunity to bring our weapon level up to +6. We also have the opportunity of bringing our overall character level up to +60 at the higher end, lower end being 45, which we are. Generally, I like to stay kind of close to the middle or lower end if I can help it. I was kind of at the higher end for some of the last areas, so I think I'm going to play a little bit on the conservative side and keep my level a tad low for the time being until I'm ready to do some boss fights. That level 60 cap is going to stay with us for the next few areas, so I think I'm going to go ahead and treat it like the level cap will be lower. So I probably won't level up right away, but I will probably put some points into my weapon and talk about which weapons might be the best for doing this. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in. I'm going to go ahead and get my stream pulled up here. Make sure I'm caught up. That's good. I apologize in the last video. I said I would take a short break. It ended up being a couple days. I didn't even end up streaming yesterday. It's like I've been trying to catch up on sleep. So sometimes you got to do that. I'm going to go ahead and check a couple things at Firelink really quickly. We have some souls that we could go ahead and burn. So we'll go ahead and get a seed. We killed 2 invaders last time. One of them was the NPC invader Sorig, Night Slayer Sorig. And then there was the regular invader, the PC invader. Luckily, I had those player character summons to kind of help out with that, so that was pretty cool. I don't even really haven't considered what I'm going to use these souls on. I might go ahead and talk about building out for the next part of the area. We're going to be up against a lot of demon-type enemies, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to this. I know we've upgraded both the Zweihander and the Claymore, but for going through this next area, it might actually be really good to use the Black Knight Sword. And then we'll go ahead and change around our rings so that we can do this. I slaved myself this early game so that I could go ahead and just get the extra 5 on there without having to put that in to an actual level upgrade, because that would be expensive early game. I'd rather put that into something like strength or my durability stat, so I figured I'd just go ahead and slave this out. The main reason I didn't want to put the points in is because I didn't want to, even though it would have only taken 2 points and we could have just used this ring, I don't want to put those points into dexterity, as I don't want to mess up talking with Rosaria with other quest lines that could potentially mess those other quest lines up. I'd have to wait till after so other things happen before I can really safely talk to Rosaria, fully at least. So I figured it would be easier for the sake of just going through this area to just slave myself out this ring. So that's going to give me the extra 5 dexterity that I need to be able to use this, which will make upgrading it worth it. Now, this weapon I don't believe takes regular upgrade materials. I'm pretty sure that if we go and we try to upgrade it, we'll be using Twinkling Titanite, which we've been getting from killing those lizards. Now, this weapon, I believe, only goes up to +5. So the +5 of this weapon is like a +10 of a regular weapon. Therefore, each upgrade of this is equivalent to 2 upgrades per weapon that takes Titanite Shard as its base material for upgrades. So if I upgrade this once, it'll be like a +2. If I upgrade this twice, it'll be like a +4, and it'll be on par with my other weapons. If I upgrade this 3 times, it'll be like a +6. I don't believe I'll have enough Twinkling Titanite to do that. I believe I can only bring this weapon up to +2, equivalent to +4. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So now it's a +1, equivalent to a +2. So if I do this one more time, then it'll be like a +4.
Ready.
Now if we go and check the AR, while it's not quite as powerful, I mean, it's close. 326 versus 334. So it is very close. If you go ahead and read the item description here, there's a reason for why I'm using this weapon. So if you go ahead and read the second sentence, designed to face chaos demons. Now, we're going to be up against some of that stuff. So I figured this will be a really great weapon to try out. Makes us a little heavier, so we can go ahead and easily deal with that by just changing our gauntlets out here. That's pretty good. And that allows us we'll be able to swap to really anything from here, because these weigh the same. This is less. Really, any of these great swords we could swap to. Can't quite get to any, well, that one we can get to. But we can't quite get to the great sword yet, unless we seriously strip down our armor. So I think this is pretty good. I think this should be pretty good. We're going to go ahead and just buy some last minute things here before we head off. I might optimize my shield out a little bit more, but having the stamina recovery is still very nice. I might even... I mean, that'll definitely lower the AR, having that gone. But the life ring is very nice too. And this is going to help us immensely. So I think we might double down on... this one is the one that I want. Yeah, we'll double down on the flame resistance here. We can switch back to our stamina recovery.
Oh, hello again. Yep.
We'll just go ahead and we'll pick up some... Actually, well, this could be a good opportunity for us. We're going to get some of these in here to remind ourselves. Actually, would you take one of these for me? And let me buy some more things. We're going to buy some of these. Would you take another one, though? You would. At the same price that they're supposed to be. Yeah, there's quite a few things in here that he has that I kind of am interested in. Get a couple of poison arrows. We won't go nuts, just we'll get enough of them for like a short encounter. We're gonna buy more of these. They are quite expensive. That's pretty good. Change around our hotbar a little bit. We already got some of the things that we need on here. Might want to buy some more of that from Grey Rat. Except for I can't put it on this weapon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't put it on this weapon, so we're actually going to forget the buffs for a tad. And that might let us do some more things here with our hotbar. Those won't be necessary just yet, I don't think. We are running kind of low in some of this stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and we have things for the bonfire. Do we have anything else in our key items? We do have some things in our key items. I'm going to hold off for a little bit longer. But we'll go ahead. We'll definitely burn this. gets our flask to be a little bit better. We gonna lean a little bit more on some of these. Some consumables that I want to get.
Speak thy honorable.
Suppose I want that last ring of sacrifice. Get some of these.
Till we meet again.
There's still more things. Man, I'm just really going through these in this episode.
On.
We'll get like a good amount of them.
Till we meet again.
More throwables. Okay, we have a decent chunk of those. I'm gonna buy like all of these. Get like not that many, but we'll get that many. Pretty good on that. Let's see what else.
And stay safe.
She's got things in here now. We're gonna buy some of this stuff. Perhaps we might use it, we might not. How are we doing on the regular stuff? Just refresh those a little bit, little tiny bit. And we're gonna pick up some of these because we've been ignoring that. Good. Puts us in a pretty good spot. So we've kind of optimized this build equipment-wise to go into the next area. We didn't really touch our soul level at all. Really quickly. That's where we're at. So I think that's gonna... Let me just make sure here that my levels are good. I might put them... Yeah, we put them down because I remember that thing was loud last time. Make sure I have none of this weirded out. Alright. So last time we left off at Demon Ruins, that was kind of the last place we got to. Abandoned Tomb is kind of that one that allowed us to cross into the Smoldering Lake area. That's where we're going to be going. But we have to do some other things closer to the Demon Ruins first for this to really work out. So I think we're going to start off at the Demon Ruins. We're going to just jump back into it there. It's entirely possible that there might be better not weapons per se, but a better fashion than what I have on for fire absorption. I'm kind of being a little lazy. I don't want to change absolutely everything. But there is one particular thing here that could really totally help. This is going to be very useful. There's a lot of fire damage. There's some other cool things that I might use in here. But for right now, we're just going to go with our utility pyromancies because we're not really going to be dealing any damage. A lot of items in there, but I don't really want to run through. I'm checking something over here first. It always gets me that first time. Run. We're going to grab our friend, Great Swamp Cuculus. Only characters could have names as long as NPCs. I switched to this shield to regen some health because I don't want to use an Estus. We're going to grab this one too. while we wait for him to get here, I think we're going to change back to our shield. Strategy. I also have to not get hit and die, because the physical damage hurts too. Not bad. Those things are meaty. So these NPCs are going to be resummoned probably multiple times, depending on if we die or not. I'm kind of focused here on grabbing some items, so I'm going to do this upper path over here. I kind of continue through. Whoops. All those things out of the way. See if they're smart enough to learn how to go this way. That one needs to calm down. We're gonna get rid of them so that we can make this jump. Nope, not make the jump apparently. Now we gotta go. I did not want to be down here. It's okay, because we made it anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Ah, no. Ah. Doesn't matter because we made it. But there's still more that we need to do over there. Need to make it back over to that jump. Man, there's a lot to do. We'll kind of just check out this real quick because we made it there. Old King's Antechamber, technically before Demon Ruins, but it's very strange. Man, this is tough because I didn't think I'd be getting here so early. Having not made that jump, I was planning on coming over here after, and from a different way. But since we're over here, I have to remember that there's that jump that we failed to make where I can get that item. I suppose we'll just grab these. I'm pretty sure if we just hightail it down here, there's something. Yeah, this is the jump that we missed. So actually, never mind. I don't have to go back over that way, for that reason at least. Let's see. Difficult decisions now. I think I do want to go back over to Demon Ruins, because there's some more stuff over there that I want. Yeah, so if I had made that jump, I would have gotten to this bonfire, which was the reason for sending them home. The NPCs, I mean. That's why I did that. I was like, trying to re-go back through my... So we'll go ahead and we'll just use one of... Actually, really quickly... We're gonna hand that in. I didn't realize that that was an Estus shard for a second. Then we can do the lower path. It'll be surely interesting. It says that's more stuff down there.
Just good, wasn't he?
We'll go ahead and do this. I like that. That's good.
Take it.
Ah.
Ashen one, be sure.
Yeah, so we'll go back to Demon Ruins, hit that lower path, and then we might go back to that other bonfire that we just discovered, and maybe we'll check out some more stuff over there after. Maybe we'll do it earlier, who knows. But for now, I have these NPC summons here. I'm going to use them. They're going to do my bidding for a little bit. How did we do this last time? Yes, the Quaylana. I was so focused there, guys, for a second, that I didn't even, like, say anything. Yes, that was quite the battle. I wanted to make sure that my Sumins got around the corner there, because sometimes their pathing is a little not so smart. So we'll see if that is a theme here. Kill it before they even get here. Man, there we go. Pick up a couple things here. Let's see. Can I hit it? Oh, I'm gonna have to plunge it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going. Do not want to fight them all at once. Ah, that's exactly what I was worried about. Too much curse. Getting cursed is not as bad in this game as it was in Dark Souls 1. It's a lot worse in that game. Ooh, we've got a regular person. Actually, we'll grab them. Hopefully they show up. I hope he understands what I'm doing. Nope, unable. Same plan then. Dang. What a shame. F these frogs, man. Sorry, but I don't want to die. I'll try to help them, but I don't want to go over there. Come on, guys, don't get poisoned. Man, sorry, you're gonna die. Yep. They're all gonna get killed. So much mist, man. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's still one alive. How dare you live? Now we have kind of a hard fight. Damn. Not fair. I will get you. Probably should have switched weapons for that. It is unfortunate that both of the NPCs died. That's basically the run, so we're just gonna try to do it. There we go. Got somebody who's not a nitwit. Hello there. Fuck. Man, you guys are not it. That should not have happened that way. Like, I don't know why everybody wants to fight those things, but you're supposed to just run past. So this time, we're gonna just run past. We'll probably ember up afterwards. Killed you with your own sword. Take him out, grab another Black Knight sword. Except for this one's upgraded, so there was kind of no reason to really come in this room. Need to go this way now. Try this again. Get down. You. He was annoying today. But we pick up some really nice stuff. We pick up the Fugs, the Fume Ultra Greatsword, and the Black Iron Great Shield. Not so bad. Let's see, I don't think that matters. That one kind of matters. Might be able to get there. Try it. Oh! We did it. We are rather low, so I think we're gonna zip back to the last one we were at, and we can just speed run tactic through this next area up to the next little spot where we do want to have a bit of a tiny fight. There's a couple more things that I sort of want to grab over in this general area. I think here signs. Just grab this guy. What if that other sign's over there? When I shut that thing off, wow, he died. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. No matter. Forgot there's something I want in this room. Ah. Is it worth death? Maybe. Now, my original plan was to have Sorg fight Sorg because that would have just been great content, but he didn't survive the run. Kick him. Now we have ourselves a bit of a battle. There we go. Feels good. He's a tough one, that guy. Doesn't leave us much, anything to spare, really. I mean, we got these, actually, so it's not terrible. For a second there, I was like, I can't get the backstab on him, but I think it's actually maybe harder with this weapon because of the spacing. I'm very used to the claymore and having that stance weapon art, so it's like very weird getting in the habit of using perseverance. This part, I want to just shut this thing off. It's my main directive here. Everything else is secondary to shutting this thing off. Nope. Not getting distracted. Now you can die. A-hole. Yeah, get down. Now that other one that messed with us, where did he go? Carthus Hotel, kind of neat. Probably won't be using that too much. That is a pretty long run, I must say. That off does help us out quite a bit. There are crabs everywhere. Now we can kind of run back, start to pick up some of these things, which are going to be pretty darn useful to us, because they are all large Titanite shards, if I recall. Well, maybe not all of them, but a good amount of them. Look at that, guys. 3 large shards. Could it be that there's another one right here? Could it be? Oh, man. What else? What else we got? Let's keep going. I'm trying to like look at the top of my screen. Oh, guys. All large shards. So now we can probably do an upgrade. I gotta check some of my key items. I know there's things that I missed, but I got all the stuff that was important. There's some NPC stuff that I probably am gonna want to do. I could just fight some crabs for a little bit, but maybe I'll do that after. But now that trebuchet, whatever you want to call it, is off, it's not like we're getting spears thrown at us anymore, so we're in a really good spot, actually. I think I'm going to head back over to Firelink, maybe buy some things, maybe do some upgrades. We got some really sweet stuff there. I mean, those are all large shards, so now we can do some... I'm pretty sure we can do some upgrades. I don't think we picked anything up for this, because that would have been nice. We picked up an undead bone shard. Let's get our shield back that we were using. Went ahead, did that. We're up to +6 on our flask. We got 10 drinks. This is quite good. We got 1 blue flask. So this is really quite nice. As far as upgrades go on our weapons, I mean, we have 3 of these. I believe we would need 1 more to do anything with. We have some tomes now. We actually have quite a bit for tomes that we could start to do stuff with, because we've been kind of ignoring that. We have some upgrade materials. Yeah, so we got 12 large shards. We can do a pretty good amount of upgrades here. I don't know if I'm quite ready to do an upgrade just yet, but let's just see what we can do.
Just what needs.
So if we were going to go ahead and continue the trend of Claymore and Zweihander... Oh, look, they're under each other now that I got an extra... Cool. That actually is really nice. So... if we were to bring one of these up to +5, we'd be using large shards to do it. And then I think it would still take another 6 of them to bring it up again. So that would be to 6. So we could either bring one of them up to +6, or 2 of them up to +5. Or we could start investing in this. I'm not quite sure yet. There's a few more things to do, but it's nice to know that there's some good options there. Once you bring something up to +5 or 6, it's like your character's +5 or 6, even if you get that thing out of your inventory. Like if you discard it, put it in your bonfire, give it to another player, your character's just plus whatever your highest weapon was on that character ever. So I'm not quite sure that I'm ready to do that yet, but there are some NPC things that I could do. I think right now I'm just going to hand some things in. Or I'm going to buy some things, rather. Let's see. I'm going to go upstairs. A Smoldering Lake is like, we could have upgraded our character by now if we really wanted to. Buy some of this.
Thanks, good come.
Don't think there were any more invaders. Yeah, got some more spaces to put things in. Have all the throwables. Let's see. I think going back over to Demon Ruins is probably going to be the last thing that we do before we're ready for starting to think about the boss fights that we have coming up. I mean, we've grabbed almost everything important. I believe there's a conversation that we could have, but I'm not confident I want to do that just yet. So I think we're going to go over back to Demon Ruins and handle something. Or we could just kill crabs. I kind of want to do that, to be honest. Maybe we'll throw a little bit of just getting those crabs down and seeing what they net us. So now we can kind of safely do this. See if he figures his pathing out. Yeah, we'll grab Cuculus. Head over this way. I suppose we're gonna do our swamp romp here with these NPC characters. Too bad Chris got killed by that whatever enemy that killed him was. Truly a shame. He seemed like he was gonna be cool. Get over here, guys. Team up a little bit here. Now, these crabs are no joke. In fact, I even do this. Get poisoned. I wish I had a heal. Sorry, guys. Let's see what he drops. Just a regular Titanite shard. Don't know if it's worth it to kill all of these. Am I crazy enough to try? Like not seeing me. Alright, whatever. I don't think it's going to be worth it. Let's see. Got a Twinkling Titanite. And we have this guy. I don't think so, buddy. Good night, horse. Then we get this shield that I'm not going to even try to pronounce because it's weird to pronounce. Maybe Llewellyn shield is how it's pronounced. Ooh, another large shard. This is quite nice. Oh, another large shard. Even quite nicer. There we go. See here. Might be able to upgrade again. Yeah, I believe there's another NPC related thing that I need to do now. Because crabs aren't really as important as I thought they were. For some reason, I thought they dropped large shards, so I was like, oh, I'll kill them all. But that one dropped a regular shard, so I was like, nah, not really worth it. So yeah, we're going to zip over to somewhere else, and we're going to check to see what the status is over there. Let's see, we've got Demon Ruins, Old King's Antechamber, Abandoned Tomb, Catacombs of Carthus. I believe there's a couple more related to other things down here that we'll have to open up. As far as our items go, I think we've grabbed everything that's at least important down here. I mean, it's a lot of key items that we found. So yeah, I think we can do that one last NPC thing. I believe Catacombs of Carthus will be the best way to go. Back to the beginning, ironically. Just want to check one thing here. When can I use... Oh, God. 50 strength. That's a far away from now. But, oh, man. Oh, man, guys. What a weapon. Weird little crab. How dare you? Ooh, secret entrance. Another way that goes up. Let's see here. So we're gonna go back to our original strategy of bombing them. Take that. Get bombed off the edge. Alright, and now going to grab some items. Stupidly. Don't wanna. I'll fight them over here, I guess. So now we have a choice. I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, why have you abandoned me?
Not saying nothing. So that pretty much takes care of what we needed to do. So now I'm gonna head back to the shrine. So we killed Horus. We didn't tell her of the Smoldering Lake, so she won't go down there. We've pretty much opened up everything that we needed to do down there. We've grabbed up all the important items that were over there. We grabbed some very important things that we used already to upgrade our character. And now we're pretty much looking at the end of the Smoldering Lake and the end of the Catacombs of Carthus areas. Right after this, pretty much, we might be making a couple basic edits to our build before we end this video or at the start of the next video, but that pretty much puts us in a good spot to go into the next boss fight. We've kind of grabbed some, or invested in some good weapons that'll kind of diversify for the boss fights, as well as for the area in general. I'm going to check with Andre to see if there's anything that I can upgrade. Character upgrade we'll probably do in the next video.
Ah, 'tis good. What needs smithing this day?
So we can be up to +6 on the weapon, from 45 to 60 in character level. We're at 45 right now. This I can actually upgrade. Now this would be making it equivalent to a +6 weapon, which going into the next boss fight for the Smoldering Lake is going to be very good. Going into the boss fight for the Catacombs of Carthus, it'll be a bit over-leveled. But going into the next area after that will be on target. By then we should have put another 5 points into our character, so we could kind of look at it in a way where we could either do that before the boss fight, or do one boss fight, level up, do the other boss fight, or save it for the very end. Either way, sometime during the next video, we should bring our character up to probably another 5 levels. I'm gonna go ahead and sink these in here right now, as I think it's gonna be very good against the next boss. As far as my other weapons go, I'm gonna upgrade those as well. I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bring our Claymore up to +5, bring our Zweihander up to +5, and then we have one that we can bring up to +6. Perhaps we can save that for the next video. As we're probably going to be using this, these are evened out. We have to just keep track of our large shards. The only thing stopping us here is souls.
Pretty be careful.
So that puts us in a good spot. We can kind of lead with this weapon. Now let's see what our AR jump was. We haven't checked that in a while. Just for fun, let's throw this back on. The 354 versus, let's see, on the Zweihander. one-handed and two-handed. 335, so that's a pretty big difference. $321. 354. Oh, sorry. So that was unbuffed. Oh, 389. So that's almost 400. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. This is probably a good time to mention that if there's anything that you really want to buy from Grey Rat, before you go into the next main area, you're gonna probably want to buy anything you want to get from him, as he's gonna want to go on another one of his pillaging runs. We'll talk more about it as we go through. You got to pay a little more attention to it than the last one. I don't really see a reason for having a spear. It's a dex weapon. Get some more of... We don't have really many of these.
Goodbye.
Ashen?
Let's see here. There was one more thing. Some of these key items. Now, we have two important items, key items that we can hand in right now. I believe there's 4 total that we picked up since I've kind of checked them, the tomes. We don't have anything for this dude back here. We got some stuff for this dude. You could do something with these, but I advise you to wait.
Ah, the iron.
So in here, if we try to give Pyromancy Tome, we'll see that we have this in here and this in here. I believe we can only give this one right now.
Well, well. I've never seen anything like this. This inscription. This tome is from the catacombs. Fascinating. On this day, the teacher learns alongside the pupil.
And that gives us Carthus Beacon and Carthus Flame Arc, which are 2 very nice spells. We can actually use this one, we just can't afford it yet. Kind of is free fire damage. This is really good for when you run out of your, like if you don't have any more of your bundles. I seem to not really run out of them, so. But I could get this eventually, that would be kind of cool. But I think the Profuse Sweat is actually probably helping me more right now. And I don't believe I can give him this.
Ah, what by the gods. This is the last of them who wandered the lands. But I regret to say, I cannot accept this. Quelana's pyromancies are for witches. But thank you. If only I were a woman.
Well, he can't read that.
Do not be gone for long.
So then there are a few things that we're forced to hold on to in our key items. All these creepy little books here will come into play later. And I think there's one more thing actually that I should get that I ignored. Ah, yes. So I believe if I go to Abandoned Tomb, there was something I ignored. And there's a side area, so we're not going to wrap up the episode just yet. We did a little bit of an upgrade there to kind of bring some of our more, I wouldn't say mundane, but some of our bread and butter items for our weapons up to scale with the weapon that we're wielding now, which is a bit more powerful. We're using it on these demons here. It's been working out really nice. We ignored this, so we're going to pick this up. Kind of some cool pyromancer stuff. That was really an easy grab. I mean, very, very simple grab. I believe back at Old King's Antechamber there was something for us. A little heavy. And the damage. Do something about these gauntlets quick. Have to do. I don't know how I became heavier suddenly. Have I been fat rolling this whole time? Oh, was it because of this? Yeah, that was why. Well, we're gonna do a little bit more killing. Your advanced pyromancies will not destroy me. Now I will have your advanced pyromancies. Pick up the Izalith Pyromancy Tome and a Titanite Shard. Is this a way? Not a way. I always think that's a way. There may have been a way to the side. Little sideway. I don't really think I want to go this direction, to be honest. I think there's anything other than pain down here. Based on those sounds, I don't want to go over there. Yeah, so I think then that we want to just bring that item back over to Firelink. Now that was everything important. Should have done that before I came over here. So now we're going to have to decide between the Zweihander and the Claymore. Very, very hard decision. I feel the Claymore is very versatile. The Zweihander is going to output more damage, so if we bring our strength up next, then it'll be better to put it in the Zweihander. If we bring our durability stats up next, I think it'll be better to put it in the Claymore, so hard choice. Very, very hard choice. For now, we're just going to try this thing out since we already invested the big money into it. We're gonna hand in our tome, and I should have looked at them all at once. I should have went through all of their things. Just check it out there for a second. Get some more dialogue from this guy.
Ah, there I am.
We're gonna give a thing to him. Here you go.
Ah, what have we here? A pyromancy tome from Izalith. Then you found the home of pyromancy. Brilliant. I will never curse being old and undead again. Now, show it here, quickly. Let us channel them together. The primal pyromancies known only to old Master Salaman.
Alright, so let's see what he has now. Yes, Poison Mist, Great, I think Great Combustion, or was that already there? No, I think it was Poison Mist, Acid Surge. And then we got these two from the Carthus, from the Carthus Catacombs one. Then maybe Great Combustion. Oh, Chaos Storm. Ah, yes, and Great Chaos Fire Orb. Those are new as well. Very nice. Takes 2 slots, so we can't cast that one. We'd have to invest more into our attunement to be able to do this. Or
Do not be gone for long. What is a teacher without a pupil?
Or you could go ahead and put on something like one of these rings. The deep ring would allow us to do that. It might be worth upgrading our pyromancy flame. Just a little bit. We have a surplus of shards, but we're not going to use a large shard on it. The second it starts saying that, we're going to say bye, because we're saving those. Go back over to Grey Rat. We haven't bought from him very often enough lately.
Oh, and
arrows are really the valuable thing here. Those heavy bolts. Expensive.
goodbye.
Get some more arrows for later. I think we're going to probably want them. Let's see. Puts us in a very good spot, yes. So that'll probably wrap this episode up. There might be a quick change that I can do right now just to kind of... No, this sword's heavy. Unless it was the mirror gloves, we might be able to do mirror gloves. The mirror gloves we can actually do. So I'm probably going to start off with the side boss, to be honest, for the boss fight. So knowing that, it's going to be dealing with fire damage, and this is definitely the sword that I'm going to want to be using. That boss fight. It's going to be helping us out. When we go into the main area boss, it'll be probably a different story. But I think this is actually probably going to be the most optimized build that we could have for this fight. I mean, that's going to help our health out. This is going to do the work where we lost the shield. The fire damage that we're going to be able to tank, actually, we might want to switch back to this. So these two things here are going to help us tank the fire damage, and then this is allowing us to not have to invest anything more into our actual dexterity to be able to wield the sword that we're using, which is going to be helping us out a lot in that boss fight. This will really be doing most of the legwork. We're going to be using some utility pyromancies, basically to help us out as we go through, just to tank more of that fire damage in the beginning. I think this will be the most optimized version so that at the beginning of the next stream, we won't have to do much other than just jump into the boss fights. And that'll be hopefully a pretty quick episode. I know this one was a little bit more involved. There were some things that we picked up along the way, some fights that we had to do, and some conversations that we had to have. I think for now, that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys who have joined us tonight. And hopefully I'll be seeing you guys in a little bit, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but thank you and good night.